Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Miss Manda Crystal. Yeah, so today is a hairdo session. It's been a while we uploaded one on our YouTube channel, and as you could see from the little intro we did, today we'll be doing a DIY do it yourself box braid with curly ends. And as you already know, this is one of my best way of straightening my hair for any protective style, the famous African threading method. Check among my YouTube videos, you will see I had uploaded one explaining detailedly how to obtain this, how to have your natural hair stretched out, and I gave all the advantages of using the African threading method. So yeah guys, this is my hair all straightened up using just the thread, no heat damage, fully detangled hair, minimal hair loss, and a lot more. Check up that video and you will see. The first step into obtaining our desired result will be to part our hair, and we'll be using this shine and jam gel with our tail comb to part our hair. I had already uploaded a video on my YouTube channel explaining how I do my parting. The only innovation we have in this video is I'll be using the front mirror. Yeah, in the video I uploaded I was doing the touch and feel technique, but this time I'll be using a front mirror in order to see the back of my hair and to obtain a very smooth parting, very straight lines. That's why I'll be using the front mirror, and as you can see right there, it works perfectly. Look at how I obtain straight lines as if I had eyes on the back of my head. Yeah, that's how perfect it works. I won't lie to you and say it is easy. No, it is not. It is difficult actually, because you know the mirror does not reflect you directly the way it is actually. So you have to figure out like how does the mirror reflect you and follow the steps, but you will catch the rhythm when you start up. Whatever the case, give it a try and see if it works out for you, because you never know until you try. And yeah guys, right there I am parting my hair into smaller sections now, and I think I missed to explain the beginning steps because I was trying to explain how to use the front mirror in order to part your hair, but I'm going to explain. Equally, I'm not going to waste much time explaining how I do this parting, because as I said, I already uploaded a video explaining how I do my parting. So I'm just going to show you how I'm parting the back of my hair using the front mirror. And if you're interested in seeing how I do the complete parting of my hair, you should check in the description down below. I have uploaded all these videos I am mentioning in this video. So yeah guys, I'm going to explain detailedly what I'm actually doing here, because I think I have been talking too much and I have not had time to explain it. But if you're someone who learns by visuals, by now you must have catch exactly what I'm doing. So now let me explain what exactly I'm doing. So I've separated the back of my head into 4 sections, and I am using my front mirror in order to straighten those lines perfectly. And then I use my edge control brush in order to brush the back edges of my hair so that it can stick together, and then I separate my hair into 3 smaller sections, and then I braid about 3 to 4 times away from my scalp so that we can have the crochet get into it. And that's all about it. Yeah. There we are, all done. So guys, here is my final parting. How do you see that? Oh my god, I'm so excited at how actually this came out. This is so perfect. So as I said, if you want to know how I do my parting, check the video. The link is in the description down below. So I'm just going to show you now the next step. So the hair we'll be using is from Made Beauty. It's Africana Braid Nation pre-stretched braids. It's mega 6-pack. That is a packet of 6 packs, as you can see right there, and it is 24 inches. And that's all we're going to be using to obtain this hair, just this 1 pack. I like everything about this hair, from its pre-stretched, smooth edges, no tangles, very smooth. Seriously, it looks so smooth, as you can see right there. The only thing I don't like is the fact that it says 24 inches, but you can see it's not that long, but I really like how smooth it is. Plus it is cheap. I got it from a local beauty supply store, Mid-K Beauty, at $9.99. so yeah, we're going to be using a crochet in order to crochet this. And as you know, in most of my hairdo videos, I want to start by doing the try and error out of the camera first, so that I know exactly what I'm doing, so that I'll know exactly what I'm explaining to you. So here we are. This is what I've started off, and I like how it's giving. I like how it's really giving. So guys, look at this. Just peep at this knotless box braid. Now I'm going to try my possible best to explain this so that you can best understand what I'm doing. But if you're someone who learns by visuals, of course it will be easy for you to learn, but I'm actually going to try to explain this in the best way that I can so that you can understand. Right here, I want you to pay close attention. Look at the way I'll be adding this second attachment of this strand. Look at the way I added it. So take note of that, and I'll explain later. And I just want you to watch through this first one just by watching and trying to understand what I'm doing, so that when I start explaining, it will be easy for you. So let me let you watch. And right here, I'm showing you how my hair blends into this extension. And at the end, you want to use a rubber band to secure that so that it doesn't unravel. And there we have our smooth braid, everything blending together and giving us a smooth look. And our root is knotless. Now let me explain. First, you go ahead by crocheting the proportion of the braiding hair extension depending on the size of the braid that you want to achieve. And then you separate your hair into either 2 or 3 sections and use your gel to smooth that. Now we'll be attaching another proportion of the braiding hair extension. Now look at the way I'm attaching this. I am attaching this from underneath the first proportion of the braiding hair extension on our hair for it to give that knotless look, because if you attach this from above, you're going to have knots. So if you want to achieve knotless look, you have to attach that from beneath. Now our hair that was already separated with the gel from the beginning, we're going to share this across the strands of extended braiding hair, and we're just going to braid downwards. I hope you did catch that. That was very simple, right? So now we're going to be adding some extension because we want to have a longer length. And now look at the way I'm adding this again from underneath for it to look smooth and blend into the other extensions that we already had in there, for it not to show as if there's anything added over there. You see how smooth that looks, right? Yeah guys, that's the technique in having this look smooth, on how you're adding the extension to give more length and all of that. If you did catch that, good, but if you didn't, we are still going to explain right here. So I'm separating my hair into 3 strands and I'm smoothing that with gel, and then I'm going to crochet the proportion of the braiding extension across my hair, which is the reason why I decided to part my hair by braiding it some inches away from my scalp, so that I could have this braiding extension crocheted across my hair. Well, some people prefer to use rubber bands, but I prefer to braid my hair because it's more protective and less damaging to my natural hair. But whichever works for you, you are free, of course. And right there, I'm separating my hair and sharing it across the extended braiding strands. That is equally the reason why we didn't braid our hair initially from the bottom to the top, because we needed to leave our hair to have it blended with the extended strand so that it should look so smooth and blended at the end, so that the braid at the end altogether will look this smooth as you can see right there. And all I'm hoping for right now is that you really have gotten it, like you really have caught everything I've been explaining so far, and you can be able to reproduce exactly what I am doing right here, because that's the purpose of this video, so that you can be able to do this by yourself, you know, DIY, do it yourself. So I think I have done my possible best to explain this in the best way that I can for you to grasp. So I'll be so thankful if you can, you know, tell in the comment section down below how easy was it for you to comprehend exactly what I was explaining? Is it by the way I was explaining, or it was by the way I was doing it? So please just let me know in the comment section below, so that we can improve where we are lacking. If maybe it was difficult for you to understand while explaining, maybe it is better just watching. Just let me know in the comment section down below so that we can improve. Now watch the way I add this extension from underneath as well, and it goes only to 2 of the extended strands. At the end, it gives us that smooth braid. You don't want to have rough lines along the line of your braid. You want it to be smooth from beginning to the end. It's a little technical, but when you catch it, it becomes so easy. So we are getting there, we are almost there. So I'm going to explain again. So the first thing, you want to start by crocheting the proportion of the braiding extension across your hair, which is the reason why we had to part our hair and braided it away from our scalp about 3 or 4 times. And now you go ahead and separate your hair into 3 or 2 depending on the size of the hair which you parted. And now you attach another extension which is actually bigger than the first one which you attached, because this one is going to be separated into 2 strands, and the first one you attached was as a whole. It was going to be left as a whole, so you have to attach like a smaller proportion first, like through the crochet, and you get about twice the size of the first proportion which you attach with the crochet. And then you're attaching from underneath, remember, right? So that we will achieve the knotless look, which is the aim for this box braid, right? So guys, almost done. Yeah, almost done. So one last to go, and I'm sure by now you must have grasped how to do this, but I'm going to explain now. You go ahead and crochet your extension. Yeah, it had to happen on the last one. Well, no crumbs is the last one, so if it wants, it breaks. And it just didn't end there. I kind of had minor, I don't know if I should call it major incidents with this last one. Look at me trying to pull one end of the extension out, but rather it was all going out the other way. So I don't know this last one. But well, we've come this far, so whatever he's trying to do, we've come this far. There's nothing he can do anymore. So right there, now we are separating our hair into 3 strands, and we are smoothing that with our gel. You know the gel we're using from the beginning, right? Our extra hold, shine and jam. Yeah, that's what we're using right there. And now we're going to use our next extension. As I said, the extension is dependent on how of the size you want to have for your braid. So I'm going to add that from underneath because I want it to be flexible. That's why it is knotless, because when it has a knot, it has just one pattern, like mostly one pattern. but when you make it like knotless, it can move, it can change directions and all of that. That's why you're adding it from underneath. Now you go ahead and share this your hair across. Since you separate it into 3, you want to share it across the 3 extension strands that you have on your hair, and then you just braid it smoothly downwards, and then you have this smooth all together strand of your hair blended into the extension. And I'm sure, definitely sure, that by now you must have grasped how I'm adding the extension. So I'm adding this extension so that it can meet up and have that symmetrical length with the ones behind, you know. That's why I'm adding that. So it's how long you want it, and you know we'll be curling the ends, so it's gonna be shorter. So that's why you really want to add to give it some more length, so that when you curl it, at least it's having a reasonable length. So yeah, that's it. I think that's about it. Right there you see how it's looking a little long, but when we're going to curl the ends, like have those curly ends, it's not going to be this long anymore, because the curls is going to reduce the length. Yeah, so you know our ends, we use our rubber band to secure that so that it doesn't unravel. There we are. Look at how long it is. It looks long, yeah, but when we're going to curl that, you're going to see. Now I'm going to show you how I obtain my curly ends. So what I'll be using is this perm rod. You can use any perm rod of your size depending on how much you want the coils or the curls. Whatever it works for you, you use it, of course. So this is how I just wrap the ends of my braid around these perm rods going downwards. And you know, this is, as you can see right there, it is made with a rubber band that can help you secure that so that it doesn't unravel. You just take it and clip it at the top of the perm rod and it secures that. So I'm just going to do the same thing with all of the rest of the other braids, and there it is, all done, securely rodded. So now I'm going to prepare this to put it into hot water. I'm going to put this into hot water, but let me tell you, I was kind of tempted. Like the way it was looking right here, I was tempted to like, no, let me not curl the ends, let me look for beads rather, because it's kind of looking sassy, like imagine beads at the end. But I was like, no, that was not the intention of this video. So we're going to curl the ends, we're going to stick to the plan. So yeah, right there, that's exactly what we are doing. But before I did that, I was like, won't these perm rods melt in hot water? Then I was like, let me try first with one and see. I tried and it didn't melt. I was like, oh no, it won't. So I went ahead. And you've got to be very careful too. You know, you're using hot water and you don't want to burn yourself. So if you know you can't do it on your own, you can call a friend for assistance, or you can just perm rod it and then just leave it to set for a longer period before you unravel it, if you can't use hot water by yourself. But hot water gives the maximum, you know, maximum coils or curls, whatever. I'm going to show you there. Look at that. Look at that. Oh yeah, I love the results. I'm just in love with the results. Look at that. Look at these curls. Yeah, that's how I obtain my curls. And there we have our perfect curls. Perfect. So this is another way you can do, just wrap it around and then put it in hot water as well if you don't have perm rods, but it doesn't give you the same results, but it's kind of like the same but not the same. But anyways, try whatever you have and it will still give the desired result. So now I'm just going to shape these, you know, the longer ends that are not kind of useful, just to beautify the ends. So I'm just going to shape that by cutting that out, and that's about it. I won't lie to you, I love the result. I'm so in love with these curly ends. It's so beautiful. Look at this. And now this next step is optional. If you want, you can trim like, you know, the way I'm doing this way, but make sure you don't go towards where your hair is. You know, your hair might be sticking out somewhere and you might cut that off. So if you want, of course, you can still leave it that way. So now I'll be trying to do my edges. Trying, because I'm not yet an expert on doing edges. I'm still learning, but I love the way I'm just, you know, just tucking my hair around just to not make it look rough, just to give it that smooth edges. Yeah, so that's about it. And I think I actually did it, right guys? Look at those edges. Now I'm going ahead to apply the main choice. This is a natural growth and retention hair oil, so I'm applying that on my scalp, not to leave my scalp dry and all of that. So yeah, I'm just applying it all around my scalp the best possible way that I can apply, making sure it goes around all my scalp that is visible. And not only is it to protect my scalp from dryness, it actually adds some extra shine to my scalp, and it makes my parting to actually illuminate. It makes it really radiate, and you know, it's important to add this on your scalp. Yeah, it really makes it look so bright, and the pattern becomes so very much visible now. Guys, you see that? Oh, I love this pattern. How did I do? Just let me know in the comment section below. What do you have to say about this pattern? Look at how my lines are so straight. Oh my god, I love this. I really love this. Yeah. And equally on my braids, I'll be spraying this Bantu shea butter oil sheen. That's the pronunciation, right? Oil sheen. Yeah, I'll be spraying that on my braids to equally add some shine on the braids and make it radiate, right? You can't use the same oil you apply on your scalp to your braids, because you know, right there you just be like destroying your braids. So to keep your braids in its same nature, you just have to spray the oil on it and then it just radiates. You don't have to do much and just give slight touches on it, as you see me doing there. So this is it, guys. This is our braid. You can style it whatever way you want. As you can see me trying to show you how you can style your braids whatever way you want to style your braids. I think I'll do a separate video showing you how I style this, well, with time, but yeah. You can style your hair whatever way you want right there. Oh, look at those patterns. I'm in love. I love the pattern. Oh yeah, when I obtain results like this, you can see me smiling from jaw to jaw, like I love the results. I'm enjoying my DIY. If I can do it, you too can do it. So right now I'm trying to show you the length of the hair. As I said, we had to curl the ends, so it's not that long as from the beginning when we were just braiding it. So you see, it's not really that long. Look at the length, but I love the results. I love it the way it is. So guys, let me know in the comment section down below what you have to say about this. Oh my god, I'm in love. I'm so extra in love of this. So guys, if this met your expectation, which I hope it did, please give a thumbs up to this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.